And our first reader tonight is Carmen Giménez Smith. She's the author of a memoir, Bring Down the Little Birds, 4 poetry collections, Milk and Filth, Goodbye, Flicker, The City She Was, and Odalisque in Pieces, and 3 poetry chapbooks, Reason's Monsters, Can We Talk Here, and Glitch. She has also co-edited a fiction anthology, My Mother, She Killed Me, My Father, He Ate Me. She is the recipient of a 2011 American Book Award, the 2011 Juniper Prize for Poetry, and a 2011-2012 Fellowship in Creative Nonfiction from the Howard Foundation. Formerly a teaching writing fellow at the Iowa Writers Workshop, she now teaches in the creative writing programs at New Mexico State University and Ashland University, while serving as the editor-in-chief of the literary journal Puerto del Sol and the publisher of Nomi Press. She lives with her husband, the writer Evan Lavender Smith, and their 2 children in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Here she is.
Thank you. I'm just going to try to keep track of time here. I have a book coming out next spring with City Lights called Cruel Futures. I'm just going to read a couple poems from that collection. Careworn Tale. What is beauty? I've been asking since someone told me I was not beautiful, since before body hair and even before masturbation, which required no beauty, just the creature desire for gratification. I think it was Cleopatra who once said beauty was the element of surprise, or perhaps the rare beauty in my heart said it, because she's chatty, that one. Beauty is top 5 obsession even late in my day. I pluck stray hairs from my beauty to assert control over my beauty. I measure out what I have left. It is an aftermath, a chariot, a tax we all pay. I mean physical beauty, and not of the soul. And I also mean the xenophobic ideals that exempt me from my darkness. Traces of rage fill my face, then become my truth borne out as a category of beauty. That was a recent revolution. The moral of the story reads, on the day she truly realized she was beautiful, she died. My brother is a savior. My brother is a savior who can torpedo through privilege with an artistic stun gun. He's a tempest saturating the city. He saws a scar into the earth, scoops out an admixture of trauma and animus plus a pinch of worry from our adolescent miseries, so he can build endless self-perpetuation, literally, with big red bricks. This he does with our so-called inheritance. We once walked around our father's force field looking in like the matchstick children. We walked the edges of our houses to find a warm window. Was it there? It wasn't. The self-preservation that hunger and fear made me a bewitching hybrid of broken coat trees and orbiting blame and flung doors, king doctrine, maybe that elemental gift of fading into the wallpaper. The instability was the brutal grief of one tornado while we searched for succor to know its transport. We're still looking, plush with hunger. My brother speaks the clouds' patois, a hushed medium that loosens the grip we all wear on the surface of his planet so that we float over the desert released. More tenderness might have made us better. Failure without the sting, less of that grinding down. I said everything silver-tongued. I walked far away. I left my brother behind. Of property. All of my belongings in the box of my room, enumerated our books and pages, the stench of evening body, the halo hair on my daughter's sketch of us, glass of flat Diet Pepsi, clips of words, prescriptions, photos, checkbook and crazy glue, iPhone, home of my Peggle, lamp and husband, De Lima, Briante, Cloaca, and Villarreal. Headphones input broadsides, Tibetan flags, bad to the bone legs, sutri, hyphenated affliction, Ruthie text, American Girl catalog, detritus of literary life, the material kind, lines and strategy from said husband's books bled into this. The din of Dr. Seuss and the smell of a swamp cooler, stacks called islands, laundry in all its states, my dysphoria, crystal text. Today I peeked into someone else's life of real wood floors of islands through their avatars. We all dream of palace, decent sound systems. The laptop is my portal, tunnel vision, scissors, fancy pens, someone else's moleskin. I'm lonely, jade plant, IKEA nightstand, wallet from Rosa, notebook from Lily, necklace from Katie, sun's Miro-like drawing, the sun my double and my fresh joy, 4 pillows, intermittent acquiring and liking, strappy sandals in a Zappo box, an Ambien purchase. That time somebody scuffed my face, I objected with a Betty Boop gag mask, incense, love, Powerade Zero. So this book, one of the preoccupations is, as you can tell, is about screens and about watching, which I do a lot of. I'm trying to kick watching. Being there. The wee Yorkie flew against scenery wet with conjuring. I was dreaming meta, aware of awareness. I dreamt the treachery of thinking. I'm a receptacle disguised as a person, but still technically a person. The dog was platonic in his cuteness, was an echo in discourse, yet still just shadow of the mind I once was, diligent in my curiosity, the hollow of that mind now dense with means and laments. Conspiracy theories. I have seen evidence of a universe with our same face. This was in dreams sent to me from where contrails are walkways on the galactic serpent. I feel dogs are a drug, and I also believe the death of common goodness is a form of horizontal oppression perpetuated by the very wealthy. Phase 1, YouTube comment streams. Phase 2, the death of innocence for infotainment. I believe the self-flagellation industrial complex squeezes me into a metaphorical training device for literal training of the body and the mind while they numb the part of my brain where self-love thrives. Zombie, the new Keatsian urn. I believe in the theory that we build countless avatars away from ourselves. My conspiracy theories hollowed out of the blankness the screens make of us. I believe that reunification would involve some anti-puritanical touching to start things off. There's one about an end to buying, but we're supposed to believe it is a panacea to all ills or will be stoned to death. I believe that if Goddess came back, they'd be sent to Guantanamo. Children are prior to language, the legislators of the world. Their unformed poems are prophecies trampled by words. One more. Love is a hologram that disturbs the air because it is matter. They release a gas that kills it in us, though dreams tell me if they keep it away from us, it's something we should have, something we should take. This last poem is a section of a long poem called Bee Recorder. I'm just going to read a short section of it. I was light from the mouth, from every part of me. I was of the earth or a scar in the earth pouring through the ruins of late civilization, and I bubbled from it and became a saint's reptilian spirit, and I could taste the wheat and cold and gold, that whiff of power. And I was vapor like smog that becomes a wraith over the city, then back to animal form, decompressed and atomized into a past life, a star. And I was that animal truth, the spirit I had dreamt about being more cloud and star than given. I was just the density of water, a reciprocity in and out, the fade of my fugitive substance going south, and the yearn for decadence disappears in the annals, yet leaves a taste in the mouth, metallic and lime, the sense of disillusion. And I was speed and avowal to reset the orb of gravity. I was risen from foam, necessitated by colony, sired in violence, exported as luxury. Thank you.